Prime Minister try to build the country. The PNP them try to tear it down. And I look, and I say, all of what they happen, all the threats that people are set against Andrew Holness, I never hear Mark Hollins say, I'm gonna stop too far. They right in the parliament behind him. Behind him, you know. And him them look round for one I remember them and say, behave yourself. Especially Keisha. He never said twice, say, behave yourself. And all the people them were go around and say, this is a recent one I see a man a brandish a gun. And I hope to God the Prime Minister find whichever country in there and ask a country there, because it can't happen, you know. Ask the country to deport him and send him come here and make a mark out time. Make a mark out time. And when I look upon it, the Prime Minister need to be drastic against this. With people who are disrespect people who are serve the highest office. If you even tell a man to S him mother, fine and put to hard labor. Can you look upon the people them when they disrespect people? Some men have no education. Some men have nothing to do. If you even work for pay $1 tax to the country. I disrespect people who are trying to lay the groundwork for their grandchildren. Especially one old PNP woman. I mean, not talk about citizens of Jamaica. Take the street. Or if it's a PNP of Jamaica take the street. Because while they're there, majority people at work. Majority people at work. On a need for put on a foot. Just like how I see the Island Traffic Authority man I put on in foot pan driver's license. On a need for put on a foot pan people, man. Because when I want to do this, I go publicly and do this with a assault rifle. It have to be a threat. Have to be a threat. If we make example out of that man, find him, negotiate, to bring him back to Jamaica, wherever I'm there. Because I see my brother in the America and take some picture with gun. And when he come back to Jamaica, yeah, FLA pull long upon him. And he never make no threat upon nobody. And I need to make an example out of this man. And I make no more grow up. I make no more. After that, pop the rule. I make no more plant grow. I make none of them crocodile grow. And I need to make an example because Mark Golding himself, if him were Prime Minister, he didn't take step and pop roll. You think you could have played Peter Phillips with something like this? Couldn't. And I don't hear Mark Golding tell the people them to behave yourself and want to be the Prime Minister for Jamaica. Eh? I said to your man, I go tell about your mother and put threat on you. Yeah. I don't need to take it serious. Mark Golding will never be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Never.
Where, you know, never have no friends, never was nobody growing up, never have no friends, never do nothing in a life, and now then get a little role, you know, and them feel like so they can abuse the role they have. So you hijack your woman page. You look a clown hijack the woman page, and by woman page a black people and a delete people and all some of the woman friend them, the boy black foresight. And the woman shoot me a message in the inbox and say she says block me. and she unblock it. The boy a black people on the woman platform, but because him feel like him important now, him feel like say yo, but me tell you what go on. 100 and move, 100 and move. We're not moving until we get to 10,000 likes. So make a finger bone me. Put up my word them. Make a finger bone me. 10,000 likes. Cause we have to make it. We have to rub out them page, you know, in a foresight. That's a problem, you know. We can't drop asleep at the wheel, you know. Cause I see what go on in a foresight. Yeah, man, we can't drop asleep at the wheel. If we drop asleep at the wheel, Munchie, the fool them take over TikTok. We cannot drop asleep at the wheel. And things say we are wait till election time. The boy them a try mash up Jamaica. The boy and the girl them. And the man and the woman them. We anti-government, anti-Andrew Wellness a try mash up Jamaica. We can't drop asleep at the wheel. You see? Can't drop asleep at the wheel. So watch you know, foresight in the box. Cause the host come like she alright. The host come like she cool. So I listen, you know. And I comment on the host. Bring me up. I say, host, me not come in the box because them boy they not no manners. Yeah? So I say anyway, me go up there. And come on ask the boy, I say, cause the boy I say government for release MOU. And the government no release no official document. So me go ask the boy, I say, the press release where the Minister of National Security put out, if that's an official document. The boy I say, no, that is not an official document. No official document to release him. I say, so that is not an official document. No, that is not an official document. And block me. Him boy mute me. I'm say, yo, you're a bully. You take about one platform and a bully the people. Them. You're a bully. A boy named Chris Paul, I try grow up. Like, I don't know where he come from, but here we go on now. The PNP find some new face. The PNP have some new face. We dip on the app. I pretend like them neutral. And I come out now. I go on like a MOU and TCN them have a problem with. Zane? Them a come at this, get behind this MOU thing and this TCN thing. I behave like them come about the Jamaican people. I go and let them come about, you know, the betterment of the people. Zane? So, them now own say them a PNP, you know, but when them talk, you can hear it. Zane? So, when them go to a platform and them realize, say, the host is a softy or the host neutral or the host is a woman, them get moderator role and they start control the platform them. So you foresight or anyone who will go up on the platform, yeah, them want to control the narrative. So when you gonna wanna try put forward the truth, when you go wanna put forward say yo, an MOU is not a legally binding document, them no want to hear that them say it's signed already. And then they bring on people say, we don't want to deport you, no criminal in Jamaica. And when they send criminal go to Jamaica, and Andrew is a thief and they start go up on a bag of things. And they allow them to speak that way. They allow them to talk that way there. But when you point out anything, if you correct them shut you down. That is the reason why when you stop bring people like Ingram on the platform and treat him like him a smaddy, when you deal with him wicked. When Ingram come on the platform and the boy named DC come on the platform and caution them, when you stop giggle teeth with them and laugh up with them. When you go up on Voice of the Nation platform or him come on the platform, the most thing can do a kick on off, you know. The most him can do a kick on off on platform if you no decide so you no want to go all a reason with him. But you no need to not stop playing nice with them. These people are dangerous. Them people are demon. Them people are try everything to overthrow the government. They're trying to overthrow the government. Me see a brother named Junior X. Me no never him a the artist. Zane? Me see him on the same platform this morning and him say, yo, majority of Jamaica against TCN. Majority of Jamaica no want this. And me say, where him get the data they from? Who did a survey or an experiment? Where him get that from? But that them are put out and them not care how them put it out. Them just put it out there for people just grab it. People just grab it and run with it. So when people here now say, yeah, majority of Jamaican people against TC and everybody I run around and I say, yo, Andrew Wellness, you know transparent and da. And I just that them I go around the internet and I just be a fear mongering. Is that just fear mongering. To the point where even older people see me on the road and I say, what your government are going with? You must say criminal come to Jamaica. Me I say, no. Me have to pull up with the Prime Minister, see one lady in a green, the Prime Minister have to tell her, say, no. You think that I could work so hard to fix up Jamaica crime situation and we don't get to a good place yet. We don't get to one reach yet. So we can't sleep with the door and the windows open. And me bringing criminal in the country. But the PNP them no want to hear that. The PNP them know say for them message has to stand and or keep going on Andrew bringing in criminals into the country. That is the only foot the PNP has to stand on. No, them have Andrew Wellness Integrity Report and TCN a Hurricane 1.4. That's all them have to stand on. Them not have no leader for them party. Them leader look like one little useless character. Them leader look like him just allow them for just do them thing because him can't talk to them. Him can't make no suggestion. The PNP Risers is a party without a leader. I just everybody over there go rogue. So because them not have no leader and them not have no structure and them not have no plans in Jamaica, them have to always look something to bring down the government. Typical workless, careless, bad mind people. Them not try make a way for themselves. Them a try you. Them a try stop you from making a way for yourself. So bad mind, dirty heart people stay, you know. Dirty heart, bad mind, wicked people. Them not try for themselves, you know. What do you think them want to do? Them want to tear you down. I want to forget me. And I like say them want to reach nowhere, you know. And I like PNP a try reach nowhere, you know. And I like PNP a come to do better for the country, you know. Them do have a message to tell you what they can do for this country, you know. The first thing, Mark Golden makes sure say him left the idiot them a road. Mark Golden take away himself from them and say, you know, think say me a idiot. Me nah go make me and the US in a problem, you know. Me nah go make me and Donald Trump in a problem. Mark Golden just put out a statement and say, well, we and the US are friends. And if the US them ask a favor, you know, I don't see no problem with that, but it's just the transparency, really. Mark Golden already saved himself. The man already saved himself and left the idiot them out there prejudice themselves. The man already take himself out of the equation and say, we are America a friend. We are America a friend, and if them ask if you a favor, I don't see nothing wrong with that, you know, paraphrasing. The man already move himself out of the situation. That means that Donald Trump can't have no problem with him and left the idiot them, the big old dunce clown, them idiot them. They talk about Donald Trump, you know, and the boy when they say scam people, he out a crossroad with some people when are no teeth, some woman when are no teeth, some old woman we are bleaching in the 70s, and him out there, and them go up on camera and them say, we don't want no visa, we don't want no visa, we don't want no visa, we don't want to go no foreign, we don't want no 10,000 criminal down here. And them a speak for ordinary Jamaican people, and them mad people here. Are them dunce people here? Are them 70-year-old grandma here when they do nothing in a life with them life? Manly time, PG time was so good. And them here, all women where you see out the board, them have born out Andrew with no teeth and a bleach. You want to tell me, say, them not get nothing? Them no build nothing. Them no plant nothing. Them no save nothing. Them in a PG a manly time. Just imagine people who could have be Andrew Wellness granny. Come now and say Andrew make them a suffer. Make him make yo, I narcos today. I narcos today. God, I narcos today, God. God, me not shout today. Me not scream today, God. Me not cuss today, God. JB say fix the pothole. We just pass up the Spark program and the whole of Jamaica go shut down to fix the pothole. And we not go cuss when the pothole them are fixed. As a matter of fact, we not fix no pothole. We are dig up the motor road I got dig up. The motor main road and side road I got dig up. We I got fling stone and now I go cuss Andrew. Me say Munchie, Sister Munchie, when the road they start fix. When Nesta them start run machine through them your whole road here. When I fix from 70 years now, Steve, you can come on my page at about Usher him out. You man, Usher you out. You forgot to say on my page. Usher out your backside, you're bright. You could have bright so. Eh? Eh? Put beds in hospital. Stop nyam junk food. Stop nyam the sugary food them. Stop kill off on yourself and sick off on yourself who no go take up space in the hospital them. Start walk the hill and exercise. Every day when you come about hospital, this hospital, that hospital, rare. Some want to eat the bad food. Some want to eat the junk food. Some want to eat the oily food. Some want to eat the damn ackee and the saltfish and you can use the oil and fry a whole chicken when you done. When you can take the oil out of the ackee and the saltfish and fry a whole next chicken. And when you done fry that chicken and the fry oil, you can take the oil there and cook for about 100 million more pig. I wanna come about hospital. When you are traveling, listen me, when you know about putting sit in the box in the car, and I go make me come off a message, you know. When you go to our airport, them have the most people in a wheelchair. When you come from New York, we have the most people in a wheelchair. When you come from Miami, we have the most people in a wheelchair. When you come from Fort Lauderdale, we have the most people in a wheelchair. When you come from, when you left Jamaica, go foreign, we have 14, 15 people. Every time I count, me get 14, 15, 16, 20 people in a wheelchair. And me travel the globe. Me travel the globe. And anybody will travel a lot, pay attention to what I just say. With people them diabetic, with people them have cancer, with people them have hypertension, with people them when mango season, you sit down and eat a bucket of mango one time. You know, eat the East Indian mango and the Julie mango with hybrid and a be a sugar night. One of them name bready bread soft and one name one bread in a one day. One of them name the fried fritters, you can take it up and see the aisle still a ball out say put me down. One of them name the fried chicken, one name the fried chicken with all the skin with full of oil. But you know come a cuss Mr. Tufton, I cuss Andrew Wellness, I cuss everybody when you no take care of yourself, when you no bother exercise anymore because we stop run down bus. We stop run go bus stop. We stop walk go bus stop. We sit down on TikTok every day and get big and fat, belly are grown, unhealthy. Lupus and every disease farm in your gut. In your gut, all disease and sickness farm in your gut. I want to come at about a hospital bed. The people who have real sickness deprived of a hospital bed because people will not take care of themselves, will not treat themselves properly, will not flush in the system, will not walk no hill, will not walk around the track, will not swim no more, will not run no more, no pitney not play no local sport no more, no pitney not go in the sun go play marble no more. So the pitney them sick, the mama sick, the father sick, the
Madam Speaker, I rise today to peel back the layer of absolute hypocrisy that has cloaked the opposition's political rhetoric for far too long. In recent times, the members opposite have attempted to cast themselves as the pristine guardians of integrity. They run to the media, weaponize statutory boards, and launch an eternal crusade of character assassination against Prime Minister Andrew Holness. They desperately try to paint this disciplined, transparent administration as corrupt. But, Madam Speaker, the Jamaican people have a saying: if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. When you look past the opposition's noisy press conferences and peer into their actual history in government, you do not see a record of public service. What you see is a horror movie. You see a dark, uninterrupted timeline of financial wreckage, vanished public funds, and systemic greed. Today, we are going to shine the blinding light of truth on that history under a single undeniable title: The Night That Never Ends. We are going to remind Jamaica of the multi-billion-dollar scandals that took place under their watch. Scandals that directly emptied the pockets of the working class. Madam Speaker, history records that after Hurricane Gilbert devastated Jamaica in 1988, the Jamaica Labour Party administration left behind $400 million worth of corrugated zinc sheets and emergency relief supplies, precisely surveyed and audited to rebuild the roofs of poor Jamaicans. But a general election occurred, and the incoming People's National Party administration took control of those disaster supplies. What did they do? They completely abandoned the official non-partisan relief lists. They were licking their political lips. It was a chance for them to reward their supporters for voting them back into office. Instead of distributing materials based on human suffering, partisan actors corruptly hijacked the emergency zinc. Massive stockpiles were diverted directly into political strongholds and the private yards of party cronies. They hijacked the disaster relief. They locked up the zinc in partisan yards while poor vulnerable citizens were sleeping under open skies. Their cronies were using state-funded zinc to build fences around their private properties. That was the Hurricane Gilbert zinc scandal, the first chilling chapter in a night that never ends. Madam Speaker, as the night grew darker, they turned their eyes toward the financial institutions of our nation. Let us talk about the catastrophic FinSA collapse of the 1990s. Through reckless economic mismanagement and high interest rate policies, the opposition administration triggered a systemic financial meltdown. They created an artificial economic storm that wiped out over 40,000 local businesses overnight. For the average Jamaican, FinSAC wasn't an abstract financial term. It was a tragedy that walked through their front door. It was the local shopkeeper losing their entire life savings. It was families losing their homes, farmers losing their lands, and hardworking entrepreneurs driven into early graves by stress and bankruptcy. They completely incinerated the indigenous Jamaican business class, and the taxpayers are still paying for that multi-billion-dollar disaster to this very day. Madam Speaker, the nightmare continued into our public utilities. Let us look at the infamous Shell Iron Bridge scandal, where millions of dollars meant to upgrade our energy infrastructure vanish into thin air through inflated contracts and backroom deals. And if that wasn't enough, they moved to our national oil refinery and gave us the Petrodram scandal. We watched as millions of dollars of public funds were spent on lavish birthday parties, unvetted consultancy contracts, and massive quantities of oil that mysteriously vanish from the refinery unaccounted for. Simply for the person at the bus stop, while you were struggling to find bus fare, and while taxi drivers were struggling to pay for gas at the pump, the opposition administration was treating our national oil refinery like a private ATM for party insiders and high society galas. But the absolute lowest point of this never ending night occurred when they targeted the funds meant for the most vulnerable. Let us remind the nation of the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, scandal, where millions of dollars meant to clean our streets and manage municipal hygiene disappeared into a lawless web of unvetted, unregistered trucking contracts and ghost workers. Let us remind them of the NetSurf scandal, where millions in public funds meant to create digital jobs for inner city youth were handed over to politically connected shell companies that folded overnight without delivering a single job. And let us never forget the Trafigura scandal, where a foreign multinational oil trading corporation dumped a massive secret $31 million cash donation directly into a private bank account belonging to a high ranking official of their party while they were actively negotiating commercial state contracts. When a political party accepts secret millions from a foreign entity doing business with the Jamaican state, that is not governance. That is a complete sellout of national sovereignty. Madam Speaker, time will not allow me to elaborate on the many more acts of corruption that fleeced this country's resources under the People's National Party. Many Jamaicans still remember the Cuban light bulb scandal in 2007, the furniture scandal of 1991, the shell waiver scandal of 1991, the Operation Pride scandal in 2002. Madam Speaker, look at the unbridgeable gulf between the night of chaos and the daybreak of the Andrew Holness-led administration. They call this government corrupt. Yet, under the strict, unwavering fiscal discipline of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, not a single thread of evidence exists to show that he has ever used 1 cent of public funds for personal enrichment. Not $1, not 1 cent. Instead of FinSAC collapses, we have achieved the lowest unemployment rate in Jamaica history and recorded low debt burdens. Instead of stealing zinc from storm victims, we passed the NARA Act to create a transparent, audited statutory engine for rapid disaster recovery. Instead of siphoning public funds, our economic management has earned historic debt-free payouts of 150 million US from the World Bank to rebuild our communities, alongside a massive 40 billion Spark program that splits funding equally across every single constituency to pave local roads. Madam Speaker, who cut down the shame tree at 89 Old Hope Road? To have taken Jamaica through such a dark and ending night, it takes a level of shamelessness to accuse this government of corruption. It would be funny if it was not so putridly repulsive. How much gall does it take to be constantly pointing the accusing finger at others for things you have mastered and refined? The opposition party has patented corruption. Their nightmare lasted 18 and a half years, and we are still haunted by the ghosts of those years. The opposition wants us to keep Jamaica trapped in the dark. They use character assassination, media circus walkouts, and personal attacks against you, Madam Speaker, because they are trying to manufacture a smokescreen. They want you to look at the manufactured cloud so you don't look back at their unassailable mountain of historical corruption. They are standing in the kitchen of public opinion, banging empty pots and pans loudly, hoping the public won't notice that their entire policy plate is empty and their historical hands are stained with the zinc scandal, FinSac, and Trafigura cash. Jamaica has sacrificed too much to turn back to the dark. We have escaped the nightmare. We have the master builder at work. We have a proven captain at the wheel. And under the leadership of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, we are keeping the lights on and moving Jamaica steadily, cleanly, and powerfully forward. I thank you, Madam Speaker, and I thank you all for watching this video.